Look, so us as young men, we like to chase shiny objects. Why? Because it's fucking shiny. That's the fucking problem. See, because we are always looking for this new way to get rich, new way to fucking make a move that's going to pull you to be a millionaire faster. Not realizing that all the fundamental routines of what's going to create you to become a millionaire isn't going to be the quick trick that you just find overnight. Trust me, I've been there. I've fucking been the guy that just throws a bunch of money into stocks, loses everything. I've been the guy that has tried to look for lottery tickets, look for these fucking golden tickets in life that are going to propel me way further along the path than where I'm at. But here's the problem. Every single time, regardless, if you look at the ROI of constantly trying to hit a fucking home run and constantly trying to look to the next shiny object, drop shipping, TikTok shop, all these things, but you don't put in the effort and time to actually get good at the skill that you're trying to get in to hit the big home run, well, guess what happens? You start losing all the fucking profit. This is the fucking problem. I've been that guy, and I was that guy even as early as last week. Why? Because I wanted to make way more money than what I was making. But here's the thing. Every single time, if you look at the ROI of every time you've tried to hit a home run and how many times you actually have, is that a percentage that you really want to bank on? See, I look at all the singles that I'll hit on a daily basis, like getting my workout in, meditating, journaling, reading, these small wins that are in my control to win and hit singles every single day. Those, I can look at the percentage and I can bank on that all day long. Why? Because I can have those hits 95% of the time, I can hit a single. But if I look at all the percentages of every time that I tried to hit a home run, I can tell you it's less than fucking probably 5%. So if we look at this just from an investment standpoint of your time, your energy, and the way that you think, and what you put your time and attention towards, if I'm constantly looking left, right, and center to try to find this home run that's going to make and break my life, then I never get good at anything. And because I never get good at anything, all I've done is waste fucking time. Well, the problem with this is that we have one fucking life. And in that one life, you have a set time clock. And in that time clock, are you just throwing away your time like currency, throwing money in the fucking trash because you're so concerned with this big home run that's going to change everything, instead of looking at the minute, fine-tuned habits and routines that are actually going to pull you forward? See, the times that I look and I go, Parker, like, how have you actually gotten to the place that you got to? It wasn't because I went and hit a home run on Bitcoin or hit a home run in TikTok shop or hit a home run in drop shipping, something like this, some trend that I've seen or that I've wanted to go after. No, it was hard work and dedication. Hard work and dedication on a daily and consistent basis that allowed me to get the body that I wanted. It wasn't just taking a steroid shot and then hoping I was going to get the body I wanted. No, I showed up every single day in the gym. I showed up every single day eating. I showed up every single day to the best of my capabilities. Now, did I show up perfectly every single day? No, but that's the point of life. The point of life is to be able to get better, not to be perfect. And then at the same time, when I look at the business that I built, this was over the fact that I showed up on a daily, consistent basis. I did this every single day. And in that, I grew a company to 150,000 a year. Well, that wasn't from me just trying to hit home runs. That was me from trying to hit singles every single day. And the singles accumulated to something that I had thought was a home run when I first started. I was always dreaming about how do I get a company to 10K a month? How do I pull in this type of cash? And how do I pull in way more cash than what I was pulling in, which as an employee, I was making maybe $3,000 a month at most. And so when I look at the big home run, if all I'm paying attention to is that big home run, I'm never going to hit it. But if I look at the singles along the way to getting to that home run, and I'm more concerned with hitting singles on a consistent and daily basis, over time, I'll make it to the place where I thought was a home run. This happened with my body and getting to the physique that I wanted. This happened with my business and getting it over 10K a month. This happened with my spirituality by starting to pour into God and just figure out what this conversation was for me. At first, it was sitting in the back of churches. Then it was buying my own Bible. Then it was just being able to go through it on my own. But again, this is a daily single practice. And so if you stopped always looking for these home runs and you looked for how do I improve my life at a 1% level today, and then how do I do that again tomorrow, and how do I do that again the next day, we're talking about a 365% increase in your life and the way that you live. But see, no one wants to wait that long. Everyone's looking for these short-term gratifications, short-term goals, short-term big hits. But the reality is life's not going to work that way. Life isn't going to give you what you want just because you kept swinging for the fucking fences. Life's going to give you what you want when you can realize that you're your biggest asset or your biggest liability, and it all depends on how you're thinking up here. If you can think that I'm in love with the journey, not the destination, then you'll see that the 1% improvements that you need to make are not as big as the big home run in the destination that you're looking at. So what I'm going to tell you is, out of this entire podcast, what am I looking for you to truly get out of this? Is what would happen if you spent all your time trying to hit singles every single day? This means you got up on time. This means you worked out. This means you actually journaled. This means you read a book. This means that all of the little habits that a millionaire would do, or that a billionaire would do, or that someone that is successful would do, you stack that on a consistent basis, and you were not concerned with the short-term gain and what you got just that day out of it. But that you committed to a life of this. You committed to a life of success, not a moment of success. And in this, you continue to just do the same thing every single day. And then you started judging your results based on how did you feel by the end of the week, not how did you feel by the end of the day. And then from there, how do you feel by the end of the month? It's this long-term thinking that we need to go back to, because at this point, everyone has an attention span of a fucking goldfish. And because they have an attention span of a fucking goldfish, they're just constantly looking left, right, and center, trying to figure out, where am I going to actually get the life that I want? How am I going to hit this big home run and finally change my life overnight? Well, I'll give you a fucking red pill to swallow. That's never going to happen. That happens for maybe, 10 fucking people? How many people are on this earth? 8 billion? You think you're going to be the fucking 10? No, you're not. So why don't you bank on something that's actually worth investing in, which is taking your time seriously and knowing that you're going to have to require an immense amount of focus for a long period of time to actually get the results you want. So set a goal. I want to go to the gym 5 days a week, and I'm not going to judge myself on this until a month is done. Now I'll start looking at the results I have in my body. Not go do a workout and go, did my arms get bigger? Fuck your arms. You have to go through consistent and dedicated time to produce a result in which you'll ever be good at. So stop looking for these short-term gains and start looking for the long-term vision of your life. And who do you want to become over that long-term vision? We have a lot of time here on earth to create the life that we want and create the man that you want to be, but the only difference between the guy that actually gets there and the guy that doesn't is the guy that actually gets there was more concerned with the journey and the long-term gain of his habits and his routines than simply looking for the short-term gratification that he could find on a daily basis. And so, that being said, get after it today. Make sure that you're going long-term gains, and make sure that you're the guy that continues to show up every single day and hit singles. And you'll be shocked at where you'll be in less than 30 days. If not, and by the end of this year. Let's go fucking kill it, guys, and let's become the best versions of our fucking selves.